Yo, what's going on YouTube? Penguin Zombie here, back with another episode of Legendary Hiding Spots, Episode 7. You already know the series has no stupid intros or anything to waste your time. We're jumping right into it. So this first spot is in Fatal Fields in this 2x1 chest spawn area. And you can get into this roof right here, and preferably you want to leave the other rafter or floor untouched. Like, you don't want to destroy it because you can shoot through the rafters at anyone getting the chest. So it ends up being a pretty good ambush area, especially because the farms are always, always pretty chaotic. But definitely a good ambush spot. Our next spot is in Dusty Divot, and this is in the lab area of Dusty. And on the south side, you can whack down this floor right here. And when you do, you can squeeze behind this broken door. It's definitely not legendary. I wouldn't call it legendary, but it's an honorable mention. Definitely want to throw it in here. If you have enough time to whack down that floor and hide down in there, you could probably lose anyone chasing you. Kind of hard to tell from the other side. If you're walking towards the door, you might be spotted. That's why I wouldn't call it legendary. But again, it is a pretty good spot. Highly recommend it if you're in that area. But anyway, our next spot is in the new Wailing Woods. We actually have a lot of new locations, or new hiding spots in these new locations for Season 6. But this first one is, you want to get to the chimney in this mansion. In this mansion, it's the house most north of the Wailing Woods bunker. And you can get up here any way you want. Typically in my videos, I don't show the best way to get to these hiding spots. Obviously, there's better ways you can get to them. I just show where the spots are. But yeah, with that being said, you can just go up this top of the ramp right here, place a floor, and then jump, and it'll like slide you up and over, and then destroy your ramp through the floor. And boom, you got a pretty good ambush spot over anyone trying to get the chest. They're not going to see it coming, I don't think. I mean, you're pretty high up, they won't even look up there, and you can see if you place a pyramid up there, well, no, it's just a good ambush spot. Alright, so this next spot is in the Wailing Woods bunker, and what you want to do is destroy this little thing right here so you can squeeze through, then destroy your trace. This spot is really, really good, and I'm pretty excited to use it. Haven't used it yet, but you can actually get to this back part of the bunker up here, and you can get up here any way you want, like I said earlier, but I found that this way was like the least noticeable. So you want to climb along that circular thing, and then the tunnel, and then go on this roof area. And this is a huge, massive area where no one is ever gonna no one can even see you, and just a great spot right over a chest spawn. If you wanted to whack that floor out, put your own wall, then just wait for an ambush. The best thing about this spot is you can whack down this thing right here and shoot through it, and you have a pretty good field of vision over anyone coming in. You got both sides covered. You do have the chest spawn, and you have the rift right below you, if you need to jet. But a really good spot, highly recommend it. Now this next spot is in the new castle near Haunted Hills, right on the hill. You want to go to this side right here, and you don't have to do all this adding reinforcement stuff that I like to do, but I just do it just because it's fun. But you can actually slide down in here, and it's just a great spot to chill out. If you're being chased and you're alone and you're in squads, or you need to use the bathroom, or you're playing hide and seek, whatever your reasoning is for watching the video. But it is a good spot. It's all the way in the bottom corner of this castle looking thing right on the hill, so you're probably never gonna get spotted. Just a great spot to know about. You can get out of here pretty quick if you place a pyramid down there and then edit the pyramid to be a ramp for a quick exit. Just a pretty good strategy. You can also go to the end of this tunnel down here, which is also hollow, and do your added reinforcement if you want. But just a good spot to chill out for a few seconds, wait for the storm circle to move, or whatever you need it for. But definitely something to keep in mind. Now this next spot is right next to our first Wailing Woods spot, and you can actually get upstairs in this 3x1, and it's completely blocked off, and there's 2 floor loot spawns right here. So not many people, I assume, know about this one, because you can't access it without destroying something. But there is loot there if you're walking through Wailing and you need something. This is a go-to spot, because I doubt anyone normally checking would find this loot or to even know about the spot. But I mean, just a spot to keep in mind. Decent hiding spot. Great ambush spot because there's a chest spawn right behind the bed. But yeah, definitely recommend this one. Now this next one is in Haunted Hills, the castle again. And you can get down here, like I said, any way you want to. But this bottom right corner right here has enough room for you to squeeze up in there and then place a wall. And the good part about this spot is that it's right under a chest spawn, so someone is going to be drawn to this spot right above you, and you can shoot them through that little crack right there, and they're not going to know where they're shooting from, and they can't build, right? They're not going to build. So you can catch someone pretty off guard if they don't just take off running. If you're drinking a chug jug or something, you know they're crouched, you can probably pop a few shots off pretty easily. But just a good spot to keep in mind. Now this next spot is in the Wailing Woods bunker. I got up here just by going on the left side. You are destroying stuff by placing that ramp, so maybe there's a better way to get up here. But you can just squeeze up here and it pops you up and then solidifies your floor, and then you can just destroy your ramp, destroy your trace. And it's a pretty good open area. It's like a 3x1 with an extra space, all blocked off, all blocked off. Just a great spot to keep in mind. Obviously good for an ambush. Now this next spot is also, this is in the first level of the Wailing Woods bunker, so same area. And you want to destroy that archway right there. I destroyed the second one just to maybe make it look less obvious, but you don't have to. Just destroy that first one so you can squeeze through it. And you want to build all the way over to this area. And the reason I did that is because I didn't want to break anything when I was building. I don't know if this is the best way, but this is how I did it. And it's right next to a chest spawn again. So, again, that's a plus. And I doubt anyone's going to find you in here. You don't have to build a wall, because I think building makes it look more obvious, but it's all circumstantial, if you're using the bathroom, whatever. And the good part about these spots is that you can build pyramids on like all the Loot Lake and Shifty Shaft roofs, and that way you can look through it and edit down really quickly. So just something to keep in mind, use pyramids when you're up there in these hiding spots. They're just a little better. But anyway, this next spot is in the Wailing Woods bunker. Now you can get, not bunker, the mansion, and you can get down in here on the side of the tunnel, all right? And the side of the tunnel is inaccessible completely unless you break something, so definitely a good spot to keep in mind. Now, this type of spot is all throughout the Wailing Woods actual bunker. There's like 2 or 3, 4 tunnels like this, and you can either whack the sides or whack the floor and go down in there and then build. But the great part about these spots is that you can build through the tunnel, right, if you need to. So you can place a ramp through the tunnel. It doesn't block off your building. And if you have floors and walls around you, you can place traps that go through the tunnel. All right, so you can place a trap in the back part of that, on that grate looking thing. You can place a campfire down here. This spot is pretty versatile. If you place a ramp right there, just keep in mind that they will see it from the other side. The ramp goes through the tunnel, so obviously you don't want to be building with people around you, but if you have to, if you want to get out of there through the roof, you can just easily climb back up with a ramp or pyramid. And pretty good spot. And like I said earlier, there's a couple of these spots in the bunker. I'll just show you this one real quick. It's on the other side. But I mean, there's a lot of these throughout Wailing. But anyway, this next spot is in Haunted Hills again, near Haunted in the new castle. Again, you can get here any way you want. I just broke that wall down to make it easier, but you can get here without building. And then what you want to do is destroy this broken floor right here, and you can drop down in here. And you don't have to place the floor above you. You can just place the edited pyramid like I'm about to do. If you're doing like some hide and seek stuff or some playground stuff, it's just less noticeable from the angle. And if you put the floor down, I guess you're more likely to be seen. But just a great spot to keep in mind. But yeah, that's going to be about it for this video, guys. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, like the video, put a comment down below if you think you have a spot that has not been touched on in the series. And with that being said, guys, I'll let y'all go with a time-lapse of me and my buddy destroying Tomato Temple. The replay system glitched out, showing structures that we destroyed every time I went back into the replay, so didn't want to put it as a standalone video. Thought I'd just add it here, just in case anyone wanted to see it. But with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video.